Iranian ministry announced just now that there were 3 issues on which there was no difficulty in agreement, whereas they have agreed on most issues. And I think those 3 disagreements are: number 1, Iran's possession of nuclear material, which it probably might surrender, but it is not going to give up the right to enrich plutonium and uranium, and nor does it want to give up the science and scientific research around nuclear physics, which is what the United States is demanding, that not only should you give up anything that you have which can make a bomb, but we want you to stop learning anything about uranium and physics and building uranium enrichment plants or rebuilding what was destroyed in June last year. The second issue probably is with the Strait of Hormuz, and I think while they have a disagreement here at the moment, which is Iran wishing to exercise sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz and collecting toll, and the United States objecting to that. But I don't think the US is going to be too worried about it, because Donald Trump has already signaled that he's willing to end the war without resolving the Strait of Hormuz issue. The countries that are most impacted and affected by the Strait of Hormuz, which is China, India, Japan, South Korea, and other Asian countries, he's telling them that maybe they should step up and negotiate or deal with Iran on that ground. And I think Trump is willing. I think in these negotiations, my assessment is that Trump is willing to walk away without completely wresting the Strait of Hormuz out of Iranian hands. Through negotiations. But if they are forced to go back to a war-like situation, then all bets are off. The third thing, I think, is a demand from Americans that Iran should stop supporting the axis of resistance, which means it should stop supporting Hamas, Hezbollah, and Houthis, basically demanding from Iran to become like the other Arab countries, which is give up and abandon the Palestinian cause. And I think the Iranians are unwilling to do that. And of course, Israeli attacks in Lebanon would have been discussed. And I don't think that the United States can and is willing to put any restraints on Iran. It's a politically very difficult thing for Republicans or any Americans to do that. They are so, in many ways, so much under the thumb of the Israeli lobby and Israel itself, that it is next to impossible for American politicians to resist Israel,